Alrighty, Cats fans, we are live. Welcome to the Girls Season 2. My name's Becky Webster and I'm joined with my co-host Georgie Rankin and Claudia Gunjaca. We have Claudia on for the first time tonight. Woohoo! We're obviously super excited to be here at GMHBA. We've got the VFL on in the background. The boys won't be starting too much longer. We've got a jam-packed night tonight. We'll be joined with Tommy Hawkins, chatting to him about the upcoming AFLW season and what he expects out of the boys tonight, as well as we'll be joined by Meg McDonald, our captain, talking all things pre-season, what to expect in our season, and a bit of chit-chat there as well. And we've also got some prizes and giveaways tonight, giving its retro round. We've got some cards here ready for our fans. So, first of all, how is everyone going? It's absolutely freezing here tonight.
It is freezing. I've got tights on under my pants, long socks, thermal, so hopefully we can stay warm up here, but it is wind tunnel.
I reckon we are in the windiest place in Geelong besides Deakin this morning. So
everyone just keep crowding around because like penguins, you're going to block that wind flow that's coming and hitting us in the face.
Although it's doing something for my hair, I reckon. So.
Absolutely. And Claude, how did it feel getting asked to jump on the Girls for Season 2?
Oh, no, it's really exciting, especially to be doing it with you two. I think, you two I have so much in common with and we get along really well and we're such great friends on and off the field. So I'm very excited to be on board with you two and keen to just have a chat every day.
It's good. We've been on a few hot girl walks and we love a chit chat, so we couldn't have had a better person join us for Season 2.
Absolutely. We're doing pretty well at the moment. We had a pretty big session this morning. I don't know about you two, but my toes had to really defrost because Deakin really turned it on for us, that's for sure.
I think we had sideways rain and definitely a lot of wind down at Deakin, so it was a good session nevertheless.
Yes. And how good is this weather for the VFL playing at the moment?
Well, I just heard it's a tight game.
Yeah.
Can you see the score, Gunj?
It is.
Have a quick
look. I think it's 56-all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know at the start they said it's a tight one, pretty close. So thanks to those that are sticking out in front of us because you've got a really good show going on behind. I think the VFL boys are doing well this season.
Yeah, I think they were sitting fourth the other week, so hopefully they see a final spot coming up soon.
For sure, and it's also really awesome, I think, seeing so many, the AFL boys that do play amongst the VFL and similar to the W program, but they're really upping, I guess, the professionalism around that. It's a great, the standard of footy in the league is really great for those boys to be able to run out there and then ready to go when, the likes of Lawson who gets his chance and the different ones who have been able to, step up then in the AFL men's. It just shows the standard that they're playing in right now.
Yeah, and I think it shows the depth that we have at the Geelong Football Club and have had for many years. I know there's many exciting players coming up that haven't made their debut yet, so we're pretty excited and looking forward to seeing them as well.
And I know we'll definitely touch on it a bit later, but I think it definitely goes for the W program, obviously. We'll talk a bit more on pre-season, but we're going to have hopefully a few debutants, and we do have some great depth, during pre-season. Oftentimes people will come in and out off the track, depending if you're deloading, if you're really, looking to try a different position, and therefore you're really able to see the depth, I think, throughout our own group as well.
Yeah, I feel like very similar in the men at the moment. We've only got less than a handful of players that are currently rehabbing, and you can see it out there. It's almost like watching another Geelong men's game, Geelong AFL men's game, not VFL, with all the AFL men out there playing right now, and it's great that they get the opportunity to do that here before a big blockbuster game like the Dogs tonight.
Yep, seeing the numbers turn out is awesome, and I know we've obviously got some amazing fans that get down to our games. We're always blown away by the representation we have of Cats AFLW supporters that get down there, and we hear them, that's for sure, so definitely helps with our ebbs and flows.
Speaking of great fans, thanks guys for coming down tonight. It is terrible weather today and out there now, so we really appreciate your support with everyone around here. So if a few more fans are coming along, come join us because we've got a lot on the show tonight.
We'll be joined by Tom Hawkins shortly. Come join us, Tom.
Come join us.
Come on,
this is you right here.
I hope you're nice and warm and rugged up. No stress at all. It's very fresh up here with the wind coming
Hope
through.
you've got enough layers on.
Do you know this is actually quite nice because I've been sitting in the heat and altitude room and in
yes.
a sauna. So this cool breeze is actually quite nice. I'm a bit red in the face. So this is good. How's the night going?
Yeah, it's great. We've got a great turnout.
How about this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
I was going to ask you, Tom, you've been working really hard in the heat room. I've seen you in there almost every day. So rehab's coming along nicely.
Yeah, it is. It's a touch slow at the moment, but I'm making good progress.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for my time here at the footy club, I haven't spent much time in rehab. So it's something that's just a little bit different for me, particularly in season. So, look, I'm enjoying some parts of it, but it's certainly a bit monotonous, like day after day, either swimming, pool running, swimming at college, and in the heat room. I've got a couple of friends that are in there with me. But
I did see you and Cam doing your pool running yesterday, and that is no fun.
It is
If anyone's
terrible.
done it gasses you.
Yeah, it sure does. And we're actually supposed to have
The belts?
a belt,
Yeah.
but no, there's none around. So
I think there's one hiding in BJ's office actually,
Yeah,
because we've used it a couple times.
Literally.
Oh,
I reckon
mate.
I did a water running session without a belt once and almost like choked on the water about 50 times. So you're doing well.
well, it gets for those that not many probably know, it's not that big of a pool. So
No.
Cam and I are in there and we're thrashing about, so we're making a fair few little waves around. So it was a challenge, but I don't know, it's you find the fun in it. In some respects, it's a bit lonely, and I'm you mentioned Cam, but he's been in there a lot longer than I have. So I've been really fortunate to play my career with not many injuries, and so there's always a learning opportunity. So I'm learning something new about my body and a way to attack football in a different way.
Yeah, that's great. Speaking of you not having many injuries, you have had a great career so far and a very long career. So I thought, being retro round, that I would share a bit of a story as to why I wear the number 26 with you.
We might have to just stop and the VFL must be going off right now with the background.
Pause on their equal score right now.
Equal
hence why
score.
they're going off. But basically, back in grade 3, you came to my school, Cadinia College, and you were drafted that year, and Dad was telling me all about your dad jumping Jack Hawkins the night before, so I was so hyped up, ready for Tom Hawkins to come to my school the next day. And then, so he came along and we had a goal kicking competition, and it was down to me and one boy left out of all the grade 3s, and you put him off in his last kick and made me win. So, since then, Tom Hawkins had probably been one of my favourite players, and so when the opportunity came up to take the number 26, I thought I would.
That's amazing. That's what 17 years ago. Good memory by you.
It's a memory I'll never forget, and I guess that just shows the impact that you have on everyone's lives that really love and enjoy watching you play. And speaking of that, we have a little fan here, little Owen, who heard it's your birthday tomorrow. So he has something to come and give you
Tim Tams
today.
Do you want to come up here, Owen, and get a photo with Tom quickly? Yeah.
Great work, Owen. Good stuff.
Oh, he's going to share his Tim Tams.
Sharon and
Nice.
Tommy.
So good. That's so sweet.
Good job, Owen. Well done.
Thanks, Owen.
Thanks, Owen.
How about that? Thank you. I probably don't need them at the moment, the Tim Tams, but the thought is certainly appreciated. But you talk about young kids like Owen and your experience that we had all those years ago back at your school. I remember as a kid, I was a Geelong supporter growing up, and I came to a young members day in 2005 here, and Stephen King made a big impression on me just randomly. 2005, that doesn't make sense because I would have been 16 and I wouldn't have been much of a junior. must have been 2000 or something like that when he was captain, and he made a big impression on me, and then subsequently played with him a few years later, and now he's one of my assistant coaches. So it's incredible. When we're in a position that we're in, playing professional sport, that it's a really important part of what you do is to be able to have conversations and experiences like that, because I never forget the experiences that I had with Geelong people, and even the first player I ever met was Matthew Nix, the first AFL player, and I bumped into him one day, now the coach of Adelaide, and shared that experience with him. So it's pretty cool what sort of impact you can have on people. So I never forget that, and it's great to share moments like that.
No, that's awesome.
And you're obviously in and around it a lot. Down at Motter is where Belle runs around with the Oz kickers. How do you feel, or did you ever think that the first, child that you'd have would be your little girl, running around kicking the footy?
Yeah, I didn't. It's as you three know so well how much women's football has come in a. Well, I'm sure it's been a long period of time, but certainly from my experience with my kids, a short period of time. Arabella did netball last year, but she was really drawn to football. I'm not sure if it was, the surface is a bit softer. It's fun. They're coached so well, and the netball is coached just as well, and they're just as passionate. But there was something that drew her to football, and I don't even think it's my experience through football. I just think that it's a game that sort of suits her and maybe her abilities, even as a 7-year-old. But you can tell, she's she's got quite good hand-eye, and she loves, running around and knocking around with the guys. So she's really loved it, and I've loved watching my children go through, and particularly seeing a pathway for women in football is great, having 2 girls and a son, Henry, as well. So we've loved it. I've loved the experience of Auskick. It's great to see an even spread of both boys and girls, and just see them have fun. It's a wonderful experience.
Yeah, that's amazing. Have you got her kicking on both feet yet, or
is she what? Sorry.
Have you got her kicking on both feet yet?
A draw in the VFL.
How about that? Well, no, I haven't. I'll keep working on that, but it's something I was always taught as a kid, trying to kick on both feet. So I will, at some point, I will try and encourage her to kick both sides.
My dad's still trying.
Yeah, that's why I said you're doing it
My dad's still on my back about it.
And then obviously it's great having both programs around the club at the moment. You've been a part of the Geelong Football Club for so many years now, to sort of see the integration of the women's program come through. And I feel like especially this season with our day sessions a bit more prevalent, and having us around, how's it felt around the club? It feels very connected at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Look, I've it's taken me a while to work out what I love so much about the Geelong Footy Club, and I think I obviously love them because I supported them as a kid, but the older I get, the more I appreciate the people that I get to be around every day. And I think, when my time finishes at the Cats, that's what I'm going to miss the most. So having the AFLW, VFLW, the men's VFL and the AFL team all around, is you just see so many wonderful people and are connected with so many great people, and you make friends and you share stories and experiences, and that, I think that's what I like the most. So it's been great. I hope we haven't gotten your way.
Never.
Over the last month or so, but it's been fun, and it's just great to see both programs develop as much as they have. It's been incredible to actually be at such a close part of both programs, or watching both programs grow so quickly. So it's wonderful.
That's awesome. Speaking of that, is there any blockbuster games for the women's program that you're looking forward to, or any players that you're looking forward to watching this upcoming season?
I won't be biased and say one of you three, although it would have been. Aisling last year was so good to watch. I love watching her, and I'm looking forward to seeing her develop as a player too. I'm not sure what the coaches see her role this year, but I feel like a year in the system she'll be really able to develop a game, and look forward to seeing the sorts of things she can do on the football field. So I always love watching the Irish boys, and I certainly have a soft spot for the Irish girls. So that'll be exciting. Round one, I think round one's always big. Melbourne at I call it Optus Park, but it's not. What's the ground down?
Casey.
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 I got it mixed up again. So that'll be big. So I'm looking forward to round one.
I think Spud is a little cut that you didn't say her, so.
I didn't see the girls in the front either. There you go. So I was always going to disappoint someone. Sorry, Spud.
Cool. All right. The boys tonight, how are they going to win? It should be a big game. The Dogs have some really great midfield depth in there, and we've got some great young players that have just been playing a great role for us. Yeah. How are they going to get the win tonight, Tommy?
Well, I think it will be won and lost, as you alluded to, in the midfield. I think the conditions certainly help us tonight. The Dogs like to win the ball in a contest and flick it to the outside and play with pace and speed. So I'm hoping the way we've been pressuring the last couple of weeks has been outstanding, and that's not just around the footy. That's our defensive formation has been really strong as well. So if we can be stronger defensively, I think we've got enough potency ahead of the ball to kick a winning score. But it should be a great battle. We always seem to play close games against the Dogs. One that springs to mind is the one where Gary Rowan kicked the goal after the siren, which was exciting to be a part of. So I think it'll be a close one. Hopefully not as close as what we've just seen behind us, but hopefully we come out on the right side of the ledger and can win 4 in a row.
Beautiful. Well, thanks for coming up and being with us tonight, Tom. Give a round of applause to Tom Hawkins.
Thank you.
Go in the nice warmth and enjoy your Tim Tam and a cuppa, I reckon.
I can't believe.
Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Birthday.
I'm good.
Pre-season.
We're good. Thank you.
Watching those skin folds.
Thanks so much for having me on. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks,
Tommy.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we have drawn quite a crowd now. I think that was big thanks to Tommy for getting everyone along. Obviously, the VFL has just wrapped up. But as we mentioned earlier, retro round, we've got some retro cards, and we thought we'd throw it back and do a little bit of a trivia with some of those of you who have turned up. So the way we're going to do it is we've got some questions here. Look, we probably will do a quick shoot up raise of hands, and we'll try and grab the very first person we see. If you get it right, you're going to get a pack of our retro cards, and hopefully you do. If you don't, then we'll move on to the next person. But we've got a couple questions here. So if I start us off, question 1. Which player kicked the winning goal against North Melbourne in the 1994 prelim final? Quick out the front. Yes?
Yes.
Correct. Gary Ablett is correct.
Which one? Senior or junior?
Very nice. Gunj, take it away. Question 2.
Okay, question 2. Which player won the 1924 Brownlow medal? That's a quick one there. Yes, very good. Kaji agrees is correct.
We're on a roll.
Very good.
All right, question 3. Who won the Norm Smith medal in 2007? Oh, yes,
we got
again
a buzz.
at the front.
That's even better.
Stevie J.
Correct. Oh, well done, but we only have one to give away. There we go. We love it. Helping out in the crowd.
Love it.
What are we up to now? Question 4. All right. Who kicked the most goals for the Cats in season 2011? I reckon we were over here first. What was it? Cam Mooney? No, unfortunately not. Yes, Eric?
James Podsiadly is correct. Very good.
Well done, guys.
All right, last question here. Last pack of cards up for grabs. What was the original name of the Geelong Cats? Well, that's a Correct.
hey.
Well done. That's Pivotonians is correct.
Well done. Thanks for playing, guys. We'll have a quick break and then we'll be joined with Meg Mac to chat all things AFLW.
Welcome back to the potty, guys. So hope everyone's coming to crowd around now because we've got a very exciting guest. My fellow,
our teammates getting around
our
her.
favourite, our skipper, my fellow key defender, and welcome up Meg McDonald.
Woo! Come get comfy in the nice cold wind.
Seriously, I'm
field
going to have to steal that
stage.
puffer. Have you been downstairs? I need some extra warmth right now.
I mean, I've been everywhere. Hello. But
How are you feeling, Meg? We've had a big session at Deakin this morning in the absolute elements.
so I'm having a laugh at what portion of the audience is our teammates.
How good.
I am so tired, but that's okay. I'm pretty warm. Love the get-up skills. Looking very
How many
fresh.
long blacks have you had today, Maggie?
2 long blacks and then I had 2 strong flat whites immediately
great.
after.
Oh,
my
so
One at half time.
buzzed, but fatigued.
I feel you. I have to admit I did cry at training today.
You said this. It was so good.
I did.
Sorry, it was so cute. I actually went and saw a friend with a baby after the training session, and he did this like crumply lipped, crying, break face, and I was like, Becky, I've seen that already today.
I think there's been a few of us that have cried. If you haven't cried yet this pre-season, something's not right. So
I do have to say it was in the middle of a conditioning block. I've been hit in the face and then I kicked the ground. So it was. I was just at my tether to
There's
that.
nothing worse than when you kick the ground, I reckon.
Honestly. But when we say we're crying, we are having a great pre-season. Don't want anyone to think otherwise. But it's been a new challenge.
It has been a new challenge. What have I got for you? What have you spoken about already? You've spoken about
No,
how
this
running
is
to the
our
ground.
first-
Oh, okay, no.
First start to it.
Please take it away.
No, it's been fantastic. I think we all felt at the end of last season that we were ready to level up in a number of ways, and we've done a lot of foundational work over the past few seasons and have reaped the rewards of that, and it was time that we took the next step with our game style, game knowledge, but also our physical performance. So I think that's been a real focus, and it's been galvanising because that's what happens when you cry together. But it's
But we
it's
also
been
sing
exciting.
together as well,
We
which gets us through.
take it away.
Yes.
I'm not going to take it away.
No,
but we have...
that's staying in-house until...
Okay.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the connection piece? It's obviously been a very challenging pre-season, but we've all stayed connected pretty well, and a big part of that is because of our leadership team, and a big part of it is because of you, Meg. So could you speak to us about our connection a little?
Yes, how was my cauliflower salad on Wednesday night, G?
Amazing. Even Abby McDonald went for a
Yeah.
second scoop, so that's huge.
No, yeah, the connection, I mean, whether it's that sort of thing or I think the real marker of our progression is the fact that those sort of pieces, the care and the time we're investing in each other is coming from such a great portion of the group. The whole group is spending time with each other, whether that's in the skills room or out socially, and the fact is you've got to go through a lot together, I think, to become galvanised, and that's been true of our journey throughout the past few seasons, but also the past 7 weeks now. I think we've been challenged and to get through the other side of it so far. So good is part of what brings you together. So it takes time, and it's hard to accelerate, but there are things along the way that can really, I think, fortify and galvanise you, and we've gone through a few of those, and it's all well and good until we go out here in late August and connect on the field. But I think the signs are good.
Yeah, I can really feel that connection amongst the group, and we've got some really new and raw faces to the group as well, which has felt almost like we've had them around for 3-4 seasons. Like I think of Bridie and Chantal, who in the pre-season were absolutely smashing it around the park with us, and it feels like it's not their first season, but it is, and it's just crazy how well they've gone. We've had Ez retire, who's had an amazing career, and we've had Lily come in and play a role for us, and she's just settled in very nicely out the back there in the hat that cost her $50.
And we've got a couple of the Irish. This is huge. They made their way down to the game.
I knew one was coming, but to see more than one, enormous.
Enormous. Even I think of Thorny, who joined us about 4 weeks into our pre-season, and she has just
Shout out Thorny.
loving it. But she really has just slotted straight into the group, and it feels like she's been around for a really long time.
And Bella Smith as well has been awesome. She's come in with Sean and Bridie too, and I seriously feel like they're part of the furniture. So
Have we named
great.
all 6?
No, we missed one, but we did say the Irish, but we didn't speak specifically about Kate Kenny.
Kate Kenny.
Have you already spoken to her?
Spoken to it. Not
There's
up
a bit
here.
of a clan going on now, isn't there?
To get on. Sorry, was that Becky?
There's a bit of a clan of the Irish getting around these days.
I know. It's started with Rach, who is just hilarious.
We don't care about her anymore.
And they all just follow. They all just follow. They're that funny. I love them.
No, I think it's something we're obviously really proud of as a whole club, not just a women's program, that we've got strong connections in Ireland and that talent pathway. So they bring so much. I was saying just before how much diversity is an important part of any successful organisation and team, and they, I mean, they're all the same, but they bring an element of diversity, and they bring a lot of speed. I got steps this morning, so that was a good time.
Yeah, Lingy did not look like she had missed a beat, honestly. They got in
But
on
have we
Wednesday.
seen her in the gym yet?
We have not seen her in the gym. No, but they did get in on Wednesday, and I thought, has this girl even left the country? Honestly, the way she's
isn't it
running around
crazy?
out there, unbelievable athlete.
And not just the players, we've also had Adam Larkin come step in as our, what would you call him? High performance coach. He's been a bit of everything
He'll
for
correct
us.
you if you don't know what it is. I'm not sure.
100%. And he's worked his wonders with us so far, and really appreciated the push that he's given to the group. Obviously, the running's been very difficult, but it's really brought us together closer, and we've really felt it out on the track in terms of our physical ability as well. So
Yeah, he promised us this morning, didn't he? I think it was before we did our couple of 500s or whatever it was, that he said if you leave it all out there this morning, you'll feel the satisfaction this afternoon, and I can vouch for that. So it's been good. I've
100%.
around some quality runners.
yes.
Becky, have you spoken to
is
yourself up?
flying.
Quality runners. I thought you meant runners on your feet. I was like, yeah, they're great. They look great on
New
you.
Balance 1080.
Meg, I can't discount your running though. It has been sensational.
Good.
So very, very impressed.
Thank you, Gunj. Thank you, Gunj.
You absolutely have been setting the pace for us. We also, I think it would be a great time to chat a little bit about camp.
Yeah.
Yes, camp.
About what was it?
Camp. Sorry, it is, there is a bit of noise up here. Camp, where we headed off to Melbourne. We did the amazing race.
Yes,
Had some
and guess who
groups.
won? My team.
Claudia won.
No doubt. I think
Recount.
it was the
Modesty as
editing.
ever.
It was all the editing. I am pretty handy on the old TikTok.
Would you say
Bella,
that you
what
went
did-
for
what
a
did you
quality
eat?
over quantity?
Eat on camp.
Yes, Bella had to eat some strange and interesting things, so I can't even say what they were because they were foul, but she practically won us that as well, so it was good.
So when things get tough, when we're late in the final series, we'll look at each other and be like,
Yes.
I ate a chicken foot for you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, but we got a lot out of camp. Obviously had the great amazing race after a massive session, by the way, so I think we clocked in around 30,000 steps for the day. Went
That
and
was
had
post-session.
Post-session,
Post-session,
yes, on top. Had a beautiful dinner all together, and we had Dave, our site, come and speak to us and really talk about our values and culture and what we want to get out of the season. And we had some really great conversation around the table, which was really nice to hear amongst the group.
Yeah, and I think even the likes of, we have a note of a couple of people that spoke up, but we heard a lot from Darcy Maloney and those who are really finding their voice. Even Jackie Parry, I often find it can be one who likes to observe and listen and really support those around her, but she really spoke up as well, and I was loving to see that, that growth in those individuals too.
Yeah, I mean, certainly as I said before, I think that leadership, for want of a better word, is shared amongst the whole group at the moment, and I think trying to translate the history of the team that, three of us and then Gunj has been lucky enough to share. We've been together for a long time now, so accelerating that for people is challenging, but of course by sharing in that way and storytelling and having those spaces, hopefully that can help the girls get a sense of where we feel like we've come from and how important they are to us to help us make the next step.
Yeah, so good. All right, I reckon we've touched on pre-season players, everything footy so far. We've got some big things coming up for season 9. Is that correct? About that. Obviously, our season launch at Club Chin Chin on August the 3rd, which will be exciting. It's going to be at the game. I think tickets are on sale as well if you guys wanted to come along.
I think the men are playing Adelaide that game, so it should be a good game.
Men's Adelaide game. We've also got some practice matches coming up, which is super exciting. We're playing Collingwood here at GMHBA on August the 10th at 2:30, which is free for anyone that wants to come and down and watch that, which will be a great hit out for us as well. Super excited. And then a proper pre-season game against Essendon down at Windy Hill on August 17th.
Do you know what? We're
at
going to be
1
prepped
p.m.
for that. For Windy Hill. Today really set us up.
It's prepped us.
If we can train a deacon in this sort of weather today, we'll be right at Windy Hill, I think.
I came up with that myself, mate.
And then the big one that we're all excited for is round 1 at GMHBA Stadium against Melbourne.
That's right here.
At 7:15 p.m. on the
Saturday
31st
night.
of August.
Where would you want to be, Becky?
Out on GMHBA. Hopefully.
I think that's actually the week of my birthday, so what a better celebration
birthday week.
than round 1, I reckon.
Nah, super exciting. We obviously love your support as always, and we would love to see you guys get down for those games. And for the rest of the season, I think we've got 5 home games here. Which is also super exciting. So whatever ones that you can come to would be amazing. Alrighty, let's wish the boys good luck for tonight.
Yes.
First goal scorer, Meg, for tonight.
Ollie Dempsey.
No! I knew this would happen.
You can have the same goal scorer,
Tyson
G.
Stengel.
Fantastic.
No, that's mine.
I actually meant Lawson Humphries for his first goal in the AFL.
Oh, I like that.
We love that. Okay, Ollie Dempsey for me.
Okay.
I'm going Gary Rowan tonight for the first goal scorer.
Oh, good choice. And I'm going to say Ollie Henry. So,
And margin, Claudia Gunjaca.
margin, I think Geelong by 18.
I reckon Geelong by 22.
I'm going Geelong by 8.
Geelong by 37.
Oh,
Good at the margins, Meg. You are
bag.
good. So I hope you're right.
Thanks, guys, once again for coming. We've got some QR codes around to subscribe to our podcast and check out Geelong Women's on socials. We'll see you for round 1. And also, if there's any feedback, any guests that you would like to see this season, feel free to let us know. And thanks again.
Thanks, guys.